Ah, what's up with you men out here? And I'm gonna put some context to a lot of my statements because I want to be politically correct. Okay, I want to be correct in everything that I say. But for you men who have not been caught, let me address y'all real quick. What do you get from sleeping with an underage little girl? That's what I want to know. What do you get from sleeping with an underage young lady? I thought, in my opinion, in my mind, I'm thinking that the goal when you have an intercourse is to be pleased. Okay? Is to be pleased. Now you mean it now for you little pedophiles, y'all need your own island and y'all need to be buried under that island, in my personal opinion. Period. Y'all start fondling little babies and these little babies that hadn't even got to the point of the menstrual and all that. You niggas need to die. Period. Then you adult men that start messing with the young ladies, and y'all mindset, if she old enough to bleed, then she old enough to to have intercourse. I don't agree with that philosophy. I remember one time, I think I was like 24 years old, between 20 and 24, because this is when I was working for the light company at the time. And I remember I was out with these older guys, and one of the guys, he was like 42 at the time. And I was between 20 and 24. I don't remember exactly how old I was, but I remember it was during the time I was working for the light company. And this guy was like 42, and this guy was like, if she old enough to bleed, she old enough to stick. And I was like, I turned around and I said, what? I say, bro, you for real? Like, you really said that? I heard it with my own ears. I was like, you nasty. Nigga, I beat you up. And I'm still, in my mind, because the brain is not fully developed till you're 25, so I'm still developing as a young man at the time, and I know that wasn't right. This 42-year-old man, I heard it came out of his own mouth. This man said she old enough to bleed, she old enough to get stick. And I was disgusted. I don't even think I ever said nothing else to that man after that day. Because that lets me know where his mind was. And now, I seen some allegations against this guy named Brother Polight. And men know there's some women out here that will lie on men. Both my brothers have been lied on. I could go in depth about those stories. Matter of fact, I go in depth about the story about my older brother. The situation with my little brother, he wasn't even there at all. The little girl had some boys over to the house. One supposed to have the boys over to the house. Daddy caught her at the house with some boys, and then she just started naming people that wasn't there. So when they found out my brother wasn't even at the house, they just left him alone because he wasn't even there. Now, my older brother, make a long story short, he was dating a chick. Chick sitting up here was getting her feeling because he didn't want to be with her. So she started sending him threatening messages that she was going to break up with him. I mean, that she was going to tell the police that he molested her daughter. Her daughter was like 2 years old at the time. And this happened a couple years ago. So my brother ended up going to jail. While he was in jail, he said, bro, I got a phone where this woman said she was going to do this and she was lying. So I ended up finding the phone. That ain't nobody but God. I ended up finding the phone. And when I found the phone, I charged it up. All the messages were inside of the phone where she lied and said she was going to lie on my brother. She said it in the text message, I'm going to lie on you, get you locked up, yada, 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 because I want to be with you. Don't leave me, etc., etc. Whole bunch of toxic, messed up stuff. So my brother was exonerated from all those charges. They let him out of jail, et cetera, completely innocent because that's not in my bloodline. We don't roll like that. So there are plenty of men who have been falsely accused. I've been falsely accused. I can tell you about my story, but I done told you too, okay? Now, but when they got DNA on you, bro, DNA, I got a problem with that. His brother Polight guy, allegedly. But it says in the police report that they have DNA evidence on you. Come on, bro. Like, what do men get with messing with young ladies? Now, let me get back to my initial point. The goal in intercourse is to be pleased. How can it 13, 14, 15-year-old, 16, 17, even 18-year-old, because I'm 40. How can they don't even know what they're doing? And if they got to the point of knowing what they're doing, who in the hell groomed them to know what to do? I don't look at 18 as grown. She ain't got her own house. She don't have no money saved up. Her mentality is not there. I don't feel right having intercourse with somebody at that level, at 18, even though she's considered grown. I don't know. A grown woman is able to take care of her own. If she ain't got her own place taking care of herself, even if she 18, that still ain't grown. Y'all men messing around with these women with these 20-year age gaps and all this, just because y'all can't handle a grown woman, y'all out of pocket. But stay with the context. But y'all grown men out here messing with these babies, man. Y'all sad, man. Y'all nasty and you're sad. You're insecure. You want to be dominant and be in control because you don't know how to deal and handle a grown woman. And it's sad out here. Y'all, we got to protect our young ladies, man. Don't sleep with no underage little girl. Don't mess with these babies, man. Don't take their innocence, man. You won't want nobody to do your daughter like that. And some of you sick bastards out here even dealing with your own daughters. And I've heard of people impregnate their family. I got a homegirl daddy slept with her. Family, and she told the family didn't even believe her. Y'all, this stuff is sad, man. This stuff is ridiculous. All men that participate in this type of nonsense, you need to be buried under the ground, never let it out. And y'all need to be on your own island, buried under the ground. This is my personal opinion.